the meanings of the names, give us a revelation other than what is written through the rest of words within the chapter. So let's read the meanings to see what the Almighty is telling us. The servant of Yahweh will come in red, as Isaiah 63 prophesied, right? The servant of Yahweh will be red or in red. Remember that when David was born, he was red, and they were afraid because they thought he was going to be like Asaph. Because redness of hair or the flesh, the skin, is connected with blood spilling. So if a person is red, that connects with that person eventually spilling blood. It could be the blood of the enemy or the blood of the friend. Asaph would be ready to kill his brother, while David was ready to destroy the enemy of Yahweh. So that was the difference. Like we always see, there's a positive and a negative for everything within this reality. So the servant of Yahweh comes in red and as hairy. Remember that Yaakov is a servant who dressed as Edom by putting hair on top of his arm, right? To claim that he was Asaph for the blessing. So it makes reference to that moment. The servant of Yahweh comes dressed in red and with hair, covered with hair, red and hairy, to get the blessing. How interesting, right? South, to get the blessing from Yitzhak. He got dressed as Asaph and Edom. He wore the clothing that Asaph had as the most special clothing. It's possible that it was red because red is a color that is also connected with royalty. And hairy, remember the Rivka put on Yaakov's arms the skin or the hair of the goats for him to be felt by his father as Asaph. So it confirms that the servant of Yahweh comes in red, covered with hair, red and hairy, to get the blessing from the south, and he will be as hairy. Remember that hairy in Hebrew, they connected with demons, because there is a type of demon that appears as a hairy goat, like Baphomet, for instance. So I say that because the last will be seen as evil, as an antichrist, as hairy in the sense of a demon. Anyways, to get the blessing as a thief in the night, as hairy, to supplant through the teaching of Shalom and the praise of Yahweh, he who is on the parched place or sunny place. Remember that Hillel is the son of this reality, who will be supplanted by the last, because the son of this reality has parched this reality, has burned this reality through accusation. So the servant of Yahweh who comes in red and hairy, to get the blessing will be seen as evil, because he comes to supplant through the teaching of Shalom the praise of Yahweh. That's interesting also, because they are praising Yahweh the wrong way. So the last has to appear to supplant that teaching in order for people to praise Yahweh the right way, to praise Yahweh in Sion, and to praise Yahweh, in Sion, in the world which has been parched. The supplanter, he will be added and will be covered in hair, seen as evil by the immigrants, by the strangers, by the Gentiles. Yet he will get the double ash heap. He will get the double portion. Ash heap also, as in he's the consuming fire. So he will make ash of the world. And he shall be doubly fruitful as a watch mountain, being the one who guards the kingdom, who guards the commandments of the son of the right hand, being himself the son of days, on the rocky region, the earth, where he will rule as the mighty one, the zeal of Yahweh, zealous as a refinery, because he is the fire who, because of the zeal, will burn the rocky region or refine the chosen few who are as gold. The zeal will refine through the teaching of Shalom, the parched place where the hairy one lives. So the zeal of Yahweh will refine through the doctrine, the world that belongs to the enemy. Once he ruled like the mighty one over the earth, being the last and the son of the right hand, who guards the commandments and has the double portion, whom the stranger saw as evil, 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 whom Elohim added to supplant in the parched place the praise of Yahweh, which has been done in the apostasy in a bad way, through the teaching of Shalom, for he will supplant the hairy one by getting the blessing, as when Jacob covered in hair and red, he will come as evil and as the prodigal son, but being the servant of Yahweh. So that's what we get from the names of this chapter. Pretty much prophesying Isaiah 63, the last coming as an Edomite, the last coming in red, seen as evil, to teach the true doctrine and supplant the enemy who has parched this reality through his accusation. Yet the last will get the double portion from the son of the right hand, he himself being the son of days, for the earth, when he rules like the mighty one, being the zealous refinery. He will refine the chosen few like the gold, and will teach shalom to them, which will refine them, and they will be in Zion. And that's how it ends. Oh, let me see something, because, okay. Well, I just noticed something. Every time I said Harry, was not Harry. I mean, it could be Harry, but Harry is Shahid. Asav is done. Is somebody who, remember, because it comes from Asah, which is he did. Asav is done, to he was finished as he was born. So just because of that, I would say just once more, the servant of Yahweh comes in red, to be done with creation, to finish creation, to work. Red, in red, he will do or create a blessing. He is about to supplant through the teaching of Shalom, the praise of Yahweh in Sion, the parched place by the enemy. He will supplant the supplanter, the enemy. So the supplanter is the one Yahweh has added to be done with the reality, to finish the job, and to give to those who are ambassadors, who are not of this world, the double portion, for they have kept the commandments of the son of the right hand. In the end of days, those of the rocky region will be under he who will rule as the mighty one, for they are zealous. They will be refined through the teaching of Shalom in the parched place when everything is done.